Hi, everybody.
Welcome to our channel.
My name is Irene Kadhambi Kinoti, Kenyan representing the Vitas here. I'm a third-year PhD student living in France at the moment.
Yeah, and my name is Eunice Nambi. I'm also a PhD student, a Kenyan, and I live in Italy, and also I'm on my third year doing PhD. Irene and I met first in late 2016 through finding out that we had gotten an opportunity to pursue our masters in the University of Twente. So one of the senior project officers or a lecturer because it was in Nairobi, connected all the students from Kenya who were going to the same university, and we were 14 of us. He put all of us in the same WhatsApp group and invited us to meet for drinks in the Nairobi Safari Club.
Yeah, and actually that day we didn't interact. Like I remember I interacted with several other people, but I don't remember interacting with you at all. So we just kind of saw each other, we knew each other's names, and that was it.
Yeah, so yeah, from there we just started just chatting with the rest of the group in the WhatsApp group and just trying to help each other how to prepare to move abroad, what to buy, what not to buy, and all that. So the next meeting we met in the airport.
Yeah.
In the airport. So yeah, we traveled using the same flight. Okay.
So yeah, we flew from JKIA to Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, and when we got there, like remember this is our first time like away from Kenya, and now we were to catch a train to our city Enschede. So we were the 14 of us. Everyone has their luggages. I had two very big suitcases, each weighing 23 kgs. And myself, I weigh maybe then I weighed less than the total 46. So pulling the two suitcases was trouble. So we go to get into the train. We have no idea how they work. And these trains, like they come on schedule. So it stops and a few minutes, it's gone. Do you have an idea of that? Nay.
As she has said, this was our first time in a new country with these fast trains, and we didn't know how to do, should we get into the train immediately it arrives, or should we wait until it gets to go? We didn't know it, like it just takes 1 minute and then it goes. So as we were waiting there, the train comes from the one that is traveling from Amsterdam airport or Schiphol airport to Enschede, where we were going, our destination. And within a minute, because we are just dragging our luggage, everybody is carrying their luggage, and everybody has two luggages plus carry-on and maybe laptop bags. And then as we just move along, trying to see which which door to get in, the train just closes and goes. So we are left there. Several of us. And I think we should insert a picture here to see, because we have a picture that we captured as we were left there sitting on our suitcases waiting for the next train, which was after 1 hour.
And during that period, as we were waiting for the next train, like, okay, there was another train in between, but it wasn't direct.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to take one that we have to connect.
You had to connect from Amersfoort, right?
Yeah. Since we are new and also we have languages, so we didn't want to connect. And as we were there, now there was the blame game. I remember the blame game because for me, I was laughing because I had no one to blame. You know, there was I think someone was saying, oh, you told us not to get through that door. We should go to the other carriage. That one is first class, blah, blah. But for me, since I had two luggages that are heavier than me, I was waiting for people to reduce so that I can pull my bags in because it was crowded.
Okay, for me, the reason why I was left the reason why I was left was because there was this, okay, we have our friend Kella. Kella, if you see this.
Yeah.
So Kella was like ahead of us. And then when the train stopped on the station and it opened the door, Kella just started moving and I followed him. And he left so many open doors. So I just continued following him, whichever door is going to get in. And then he moved.
Why were you following him?
I have no idea. I think it's just this culture shock. I was just in this shock. First of all, to get the train tickets, remember how we struggled.
We also needed to know, like, because we are not sure where to validate the tickets, right? Do you validate the tickets in the train? Do you validate them before you get into the train? So all this, and you're tired. You had a all night off flight, and then you get there, you're tired, you have luggages, and you're trying just to navigate your way through. So
a new land, a foreign new land.
So long story short, we finally got to Enskete and we found the guys that were ahead of us, like the second years waiting for us. And I remember them blaming us because there was no electricity, and they were saying that that had never happened for the period they were there. So they were blaming it on us.
So like we arrive, we check in. The continuing students from Kenya, they were very helpful. So they help us to, they show us around where's the kitchen we had, because the hotel, each floor had a common kitchen. So they show us the common kitchen, they show us our rooms, they tell us like the few rules that you need to know within the hotel, how not to lock your key inside your room. Yeah, and anyway, so we settled. That's how our friendship, kind of how we met and how our friendship began. Yeah. So since then, we have been having a friendship curve, which I think several things has brought us together. And one of the things that I think that has brought us together since we met now in 2016 was during our traveling. Our first traveling was the December 2016. And then the second traveling we did was catch up week in May 2017, whereby we traveled to several cities in Barcelona. We went to, I think, to Italy. We came to Italy in Rome and Venice. Those are 3 places that we traveled to. Also, I think apart from the traveling bit, we also connected when it came to the performances at ITC. Like, in as much as we were doing different courses, I remember we used to discuss about the performance, because at the beginning you were worried because you needed to get, your pass mark was higher than for us, because this, we have not mentioned this, but we were under different scholarships. So for me and the rest of the guys, like most of the guys, like 12 of us, we were under the Netherlands Fellowship Program, which became the Orange Knowledge Program later. And then Eunice and another lady, they were on the ITC Excellence Scholarship. Yeah, so this institution is funny because everybody else's pass mark was 60, which is still quite high. And then for the people who were under the excellence program, theirs was 70. And I remember that at some point Eunice was panicking because at ITC, or the whole of Netherlands, actually, when you're in those scholarships, if you fail, by failing is if you have more than 2 modules where you've scored less than the 60 or the pass mark, or you get anything less than 50, then your scholarship is discontinued. Yeah. So imagine you've gone all the way, you've come all the way from Kenya to Netherlands to study. Everyone knows that you came to do your master's, only for you to be sent back home. Yeah. So people used to panic, and I remember Eunice was panicking about it, and we used to have discussions about it. And I think we connected on that too, because we often used to share, like, how is the going? Yeah. Also, in the Netherlands, like, they use bikes a lot. Like, it's their main means of transport. Is it means or mode, whatever? So
we had to learn how to cycle, and I think that's another area where we kind of connected. Eunice bought a bike even before she learned how to cycle. So I'd go borrow her bike, and did we ever cycle together? We
later
cycled together
after you bought your bike. Yes.
After I learned, and yeah, we cycled together.
So I think during the learning period also, at the 2017 summer, we used to cycle a lot. The next part that I think we connected on was through getting the extension, because after after we finished our masters in 2018, we got an extension of 3 months to publish papers.
Yeah.
So through this extension, we live together in the same apartment because we moved from ITC hotel. So I think that's another area that kind of grew our friendship curve, because we were left together and like we were in this together.
Yeah. Then from there, we got PhDs at the same time, different countries, and then we kind of had similar experiences. Like we are different countries, but they were the same. So we started connecting because we were sharing like what is going on. And you know, some of these things like you can't share with, like you only share with people who can understand. Because some people would think like, you know, there are some things that you tell people and they see like, you know, you're complaining, whereas your life should be moving on perfectly. But it's not the case like on the ground. So I think we've really bonded a lot more on that.
During our PhDs,
Yeah. So throughout our friendship, we've really connected a lot and we've shared a lot, like apart from the things that we've experienced during this period when we were friends, even before, like we've shared a lot that has happened in our separate lives even before we met. And we found that these stories are kind of similar, and we thought that they would be relatable to some other people. So we thought that it would be nice to start a channel where we can be sharing, and maybe they can inspire you, or maybe you can also have a good laugh out of our escapades.
We named the channel Strangely Relatable. It's a channel that would like to share some stories that are relatable, the untold stories, because sometimes people don't share these, the ugly parts and also the raw parts, you know, of life. So that's one of the main purpose of this channel, just sharing the ugly and the raw. And we plan to have like several aspects: academic aspects, we can share career aspects, and also we'll also share social aspect, and also financial, of which we are not financial specialists, but we share all those aspects of life that we think are relatable to many of our fellow young Kenyans or whoever.
Okay, so we'll be uploading a new video every Monday, and we are looking forward to see you in the comment section interacting with us. And we'll be having a Q&A at the end of every month. So if you kind of have a question, maybe if you share something and you have a question or anything, just note it down, and then we'll let you know where you'll share the questions that we do the Q&A. So this was meant to be just an intro to give you just like a brief outline of what the channel is all about, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.